Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
What we got? Sit. Protein spill. Take 4. Ready.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Hunt going to run for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw, and that is incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Taylor, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Hey, high 7. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 45.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kareem Hunt, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotion.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Gano now to add the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Cougars 43.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Anthony Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get 2 guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone.
And pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ryan. Caught by Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it fourth down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It's a quarterback sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll run on first down. Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a first down following a gain of 3. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. 31 yards there and a first down.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check. Good cut. 45 to Matt. On the ball,
They run again with Hines. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Hines. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Taylor. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. From the 38, Ryan. This one into the hands of Burton. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On first and 10, it's Ryan. He's got Burton here. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Again, Ryan connecting with Burton here over the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Ryan will throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.